Alright, this is part 2 of the Phillips DVD player deal. Tore it apart, pretty much pulled off the pinch roller. These are for these units, I find these to be a common problem. Sometimes they'll be deformed, and I don't even know how they get deformed. Sometimes they'll be missing, so I definitely save these. So I got the part of the rotary encoder switch. Got the 2 belts, some screws, the fuse, the DVD drive. Did fall apart. Pretty sure I could put it back together, but I'm confident that the electronic part of it is fine. It's just mechanical. Faceplate does have an imperfection right there. Shaft of the door flap is a little bit bent. I was gonna shit can it, but I get units that don't even have doors on it, so I'll throw this away and then I'll be regretting it, so I'm gonna keep it. This here is just a plastic cover that covers the transformer. Plastic mount that the DVD drive sits on. I may or may not save this these metal braces. This here part actually goes right here, provides support. It's a little bit bent. I can straighten it out. Not sure if I'm going to keep these or not, because I have a whole bunch more in my part supply. As I have a whole bunch of the, I don't know what these are called, the tape sled. I have a whole bunch of this shit. I feel bad for throwing this shit away because this is all usable, except for the case. The case is obviously fucked. So, as far as there's still a lot of great usable parts on here. Got the audio and video input jacks. Got the on and off switches, or push buttons. You got capacitors. You got the infrared eyes. Gears are good. Motors are great. So, still a lot of good usable shit on here, but my next step is I'm going to take a black permanent marker, write down the model number and make, and this will get thrown into a tote with other motherboards. And if I end up needing a capacitor or a filter or something from one of these machines, I'll just pull it off. But then I'll also put on a sticky note and then tape it to it or zip tie it to it or something. That the erase head is good, video drums are good, or video heads are good, audio is good. So, well, that's what I would do if I'm deeming a machine for parts. But my next step in this project, I need to go through these, figure out what's wrong with these, and if one of these machines has fucked up video or audio, I'll end up pulling the video drum and heads from this machine and putting them into one of those. And then I'll take 2 DVD drives and make one, if I can't. I may be able to put this one back together. But, yeah. Where my finger's pointing to, that's where the rotary encoder switch goes. Be honest with you. These are the wires for the video drum. These here for the audio. And these are the wires going to the motor that runs the So this motor has a pulley on the other end of it, and then we'll run this pulley under here. And it's clearly not working. You didn't even see that. But this motor is what runs the fast forward and play and rewind. I don't know what you call these fucking things. But I've never had any luck swapping out these motors. Part of the problem is I got the soldering irons way too hot for this work. Anytime I'm doing any soldering work, when I desolder these, if I'm quick about it, I can get it desoldered and I don't really melt this plastic shit. But when I'm resoldering it, I always, because my soldering iron's too hot and it'll start to melt the plastic shit. But as far as I've successfully swapped video heads and audio heads, but when it comes to switching these motors, these fucking ribbons, that solder work is just way too fine. And I suck at soldering, so. And I've successfully desoldered and resoldered new infrared eyes on. But I've swapped out motors. I just swap out the whole video drums. I don't know how you're supposed to take the drums apart to get to the video heads. And if I knew how to do that, there are so many parts machines that I have out in the shed that I could fix. Because to take these machines apart and switch video heads, or the whole drum assembly, it's just not worth it. These machines were not made to be serviced or worked on. They're throwaway machines. And this is what I started out repairing, and I've probably fixed at least 200 of these machines. Fixed them and sold them, or been paid to fix these machines. I've done at least 200 of these Phillips based machines. And it's after doing that many machines over a period of 5 years, the amount of parts that I've accumulated is fucking crazy. And I've thrown away a lot of stuff, but this is what I started out with, and it's hard to walk away from this. I mean, this is about all I know is these machines. I can just know where everything is at. When I first took my first two apart, I was taking pictures of them and drawing little maps of where shit went, and now it's just, I've moved on to other machines and makes and models and stuff, but these Magnavox are Phillips based units. They ain't worth fucking with, but I spend more time on them than what I really should. But it's where I started, and it's hard to just walk away from this fucking shit. What I really need to do is, oh, where are they at? Be dicking with, like Panasonic and Sony units, because they were made to be repaired and serviced. Now, there's gears and video heads and drums and shit, replacement parts out there for them units. But these plastic fucking newer units, they weren't made to be messed with. I mean, I've fixed them, but it's, if you don't know what you're doing, it's a pain in the ass. And I'm pretty good at fixing these machines, if they ain't destroyed like this. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. You gotta take them completely apart just to get to the rotary encoder switch, just to clean it. I mean, you gotta pull it out of its case. And to replace those belts, they ain't hard, but if you've never done it before, it's a pain in the ass. I mean, do all the work of cleaning the rotary encoder switch, replacing belts, cleaning the head, video heads, lubricating everything, and then put in a tape just for it to not work or have a bad head. It's bullshit. I mean, that's why they're a throwaway machine. But I love them. I'll end up having another one probably tomorrow, another video. That's it for now.